Hello guys, welcome to another episode of Namibia's Hot Day. Today we're going to discuss, or we're talking about the response from the Miss Namibia organizer to the expose. You guys know that Selma Kamaya exposed the Miss Namibia beauty pageant, that she was abused, she wasn't getting enough money and all that. Well, the Miss Namibia beauty pageant responded. They wrote a very long thing. It's like literally more than 5 pages. But I summarized it down to 6 points, and we're going to discuss them and then we'll talk later. What they said first. Apparently, from all the money, the first one, from all this money that they were given, the sponsorship, they received 300,000 Namibian dollars from NDTC. From the $300,000 that they received, NDTC wanted only 10,000 that should go towards the prize money. The rest, they wanted the money to be used for charity. It was not meant for Mr. Namibia as a cash prize, but it was supposed to be used for charity, maybe for Mr. Namibia, that organization, to carry out charity organizations, to feed the hungry and all that. The second thing, apparently before Selma Kamanya went to the Miss Universe, the Miss Namibia company or the pageant organizers or whatever, they brought in a trainer from South Africa 1 week prior to the event to train her. And then apparently the other second week she also went to Joburg. And that same trainer trained her and all her expenses were paid for. The third thing, she receives $3,000 for any appearance she does outside Windhoek, and she receives 1,500 for any appearance she does in Windhoek. So outside is 3,000, inside is 1,500, and all that money she was paid. Okay. The fourth thing, apparently she never reported any of the abuse she received from the owners or whatever of the Miss Namibia. She never reported any of the abuse, not to them, maybe to the senior people or whatsoever. The other thing they said again, apparently they reserve the right to seek damages in court of law against her because of the expose that she did. Basically what they're saying is that they might sue her for the expose that she did because they believe that she is lying. Apparently, the other is the fifth or the sixth thing, I don't know. Apparently beforehand, once you win or before they enter the Miss Namibia, they are told that this company, it does not pay for your outfits for the Miss towards the Miss Universe. Apparently you have to raise that money up yourself. So she knew beforehand that the company does not cater for any of these outfits. You have to raise money for yourself. And most importantly, and the final thing, apparently it's charity first. So don't enter the competition if you're expecting for the glitz and the glamour, because apparently it's charity first. That's what they said, and I summarized it down to those points. Now, can we talk? Just me and you. Can we talk here? I personally don't believe any of the nonsense that what the organizers are saying. I know they release all this just to cover their asses because they know what that girl said is the truth. Firstly, why I am siding with Selma more than with them. The first point, it's not only Selma that's saying this. Other former Miss Namibia contestants are basically saying the same thing. Not one, not two, 3, 4, 5 people are saying the same thing. Now who's lying here? All those other 4 people, or the organizers. Anybody with brains know that there's no way 4 people will say the same story and they'll be lying. The organizers are lying. Secondly, they're saying she should have reported the abuse. To who if the same company is abusing you, to who do you report to if it's the same people that are abusing you? It's like the way we are right now in Namibia. You know that there's that Operation Kalahari where the defense forces are patrolling the streets. They are busy abusing people there. Don't you tell me if you go and report those people to the police, they will help you. Who will help you if the government themselves are the one abusing you? Toka reportage, who are you going to report? So they should just stop there. Thirdly, apparently it's not beauty, it's charity, glitz and don't expect glitz and glam. What? Even if it's not glitz and glam, it's charity. Charity starts at home. Isn't what people say? Charity starts at home. Feed your Mr. Namibia properly. Don't give her 10,000. Give her 200,000 away. She's going to be a Mr. Namibia for a whole freaking year. Give her charity starts at home. Feed her and make her happy so that she can have enough energy to go and be whatsoever there. And come on, they think the 3,000 and the 1,500 they're mentioning is a lot of money for an appearance. Imaram Jono, is that money? These people are not serious, I'd say. They are definitely not serious. And why don't they provide? Why do they want the girls to get outfits? Why doesn't the organization get more sponsorship? Look for the sponsorship themselves, and they have to force these girls to hustle like this. No man, this Mozambican company, first of all, it should no longer. I want it just to be. It should no longer be a private company because this thing is owned by somebody that's running this maybe a pageant thing as if it's their own thing. I think this thing should be taken out of their hands and given to the government or to the Ministry of Youth or to something, to a public entity. Because this should not be a private thing. Because I'm sure and if it's a private thing, we all know that any private company is for what? Profit. And they need to make money. So who are they fooling who here? What do you guys think? Do you believe what the organizers are saying? Do you believe what and do you think that Selma is lying? Or are you like me, believing the girls and whatever? And what do you guys think should be done? Comments down below, please. Don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe.